Hello, and welcome to Lifetime on Court, the podcast where we discuss your favorite made-for-TV movies. Whether you love to hate watch or hate yourself for loving them, pour up a glass of your favorite cocktail and join us. I am your host, Patrick Serrano, and my guests today are...
I am Drew Current.
And I'm Kathleen Butler-Duplessis. New name.
New name.
Same girl.
Same face. Yay, Kathleen's here finally.
Yeah.
I missed you at Christmas. You were busy getting married and all the things.
Yeah.
Which, congratulations.
Thank you.
To you.
It was pretty great.
But
What?
you're here now.
Mm-hmm.
And we are ready to go. So this is our first attempt at doing a remote call.
I'm the first one. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. So, we're going to test it out, see how it works. And we actually did one earlier today that didn't work. So,
oh no.
Sorry, Carmen. But she'll be back.
Oh, gosh.
We'll do another one. But, so we're not going to do a Candace today because I don't know how to do that.
Who does?
So that's fine. We'll play the song at the end or something. It'll be great. But yeah, we're here to keep you entertained while you are in your home. Stay home. Don't go outside. Or go outside, like, on your porch or open a window, stick your head out.
Yeah.
If you're in a garden apartment.
No, don't even do that.
Oh.
Don't ever go outside ever for any reason.
You're right. Never go outside. So we didn't even talk about what movie we're going to talk about first. So I think let's do Mother Knows Worst.
Okay.
Mother Knows
Every
Worst.
time I kept thinking of the song from Tangled. Mother knows best. Listen to your mother. It's a scary world out there.
Yes.
No one? Donna Murphy? Just me? Cool.
Well, I feel you because Drew's enemy, Mandy Moore, is the Rapunzel girl.
Wait. Why is Mandy Moore your enemy?
She won't stop calling him. She
just won't leave me alone.
And
Oh my
him.
gosh.
She won't leave me alone. She
Wow,
loves
Wow. Mandy.
She's stalking me.
Drew saves me from the trolls. I save him from Mandy Moore. All right. So Mother Knows Best, 2020 Lifetime movie, stars Katie Leclerc.
Yeah.
She's our girl. She's been in a lot of the Lifetime movies that we've covered. It's pretty good. I like her. Also
it's French. I think it's French, so you don't pronounce any other letter other than le.
Oh,
so it's Katie Le.
Oh, that's
I
it.
think it's
Also
spelled Leclerc.
Jeff. Oh God, she is Schine. Jeff Schine.
Yeah, I would say that's Schine.
Victoria Barabas and Todd Cahoon. There's no L.
Cahoon.
I can't read.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Cahoon.
Also, the white men in this movie are so interchangeable. It was like halfway through when I could tell them apart.
This is the problem with Lifetime sometimes. Like, they just cast pretty people. They don't care about, like, thinking, like, hey, maybe they have, like, the same face and hair color.
Yeah.
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 Very interchangeable white men in this film.
I thought they were twins. Maybe.
They
maybe
could be.
Fraternal twins.
They
Not
both
identical.
look like they used to star on, or they had, like, a one guest spot on the 90210 class.
Yeah.
Like, they played the, dick from the opposing lacrosse team. Like, that was both of their looks.
Totally. So this is Drew. Part Mother Knows Worst. Part of Lifetime leading up to Mother's Day. So they're gonna have all the mommy murdery things happening. And if
I watched it on what they called a mother murder marathon.
So
which was chef's kiss.
That's where we're at. That's what we need in these dark times. A mother murder marathon.
There were worse ways to spend a Sunday.
Very true. Very true. Okay.
There are worse ways.
So jumping into the movie, we have Olivia. Okay, she's our lead character. She's the Katie Leclerc. She has red hair. She's super cute. She's delivering a baby, but in the most dramatic way I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Just screaming. Usually when people are giving birth in TV, they're sweaty and they're like, push, push. This woman was just screaming at the top of her lungs.
Applaud her commitment.
Yeah, she's into
it. Well,
she's done some Meisner.
Yeah.
My mom is a midwife, so she always gets real pissed off when at that trope in movies.
Yeah.
because she's like, that's not how birth. That's not what birth. It hurts, but it's not like fuck.
Oh my god.
Yes, I doubt this woman has had a baby. She's pretty young. So her husband, his name's Harry, and he is in the bathroom. Like, I thought this was going to turn gay real quick because he's talking to
with the two interchangeable white men.
The two interchangeable white men. They're like talking in the bathroom, but I'm like, are they like gonna hook up? Like, this has some weird tension going on.
Oh.
Yeah.
That man's name is Glenn, and his wife is also having a baby, but for some reason they're in the bathroom just talking to each other.
Just shooting the breeze. Nowhere near their wife, who are
like in their home, like a home bathroom.
No, not in their home, in the hospital bathroom, but very casual.
Oh.
Like, there's no pacing, there's no angst, there's no like.
They're
casually.
not washing their hands. They're not doing anything. They're just in the bathroom.
Just hanging.
You don't have a conversation in the bathroom. Dudes don't. You don't do that. Dudes don't do that.
No. And if they do, they're gonna be fucking.
Yeah, and if you do, it's like hydrate to set something up. It's not while your wives are like about to give birth to your child.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So Olivia gives birth to the baby, and the Nurse Nancy.
Oh.
Which you already know she's going to be important.
We love alliteration around here. So, Nurse Nancy, maybe a POC, I'm not sure. I didn't look into it.
No, she was Italian at most.
Okay. So, for Hallmark, yes. For Lifetime, doesn't count. But, yeah, she takes the baby. She's like, oh, I'm going to just take this baby. And we know whenever a nurse takes a baby, it's never a good thing in a Lifetime movie.
No.
There's one other baby in the NICU, and they go into the same room, and then one of the baby dies. And then the nurse comes out and she's like, I'm sorry, your baby died. And Olivia and her husband, Harry, are like, what the hell?
Yeah.
We didn't plan for this.
Yeah.
No.
So they're very sad, but Glenn and his wife, I think his wife's name is Brooke, they happily leave.
And she
with
looks
the
like
baby.
a Brooke.
Oh, and one thing that's important to note, both of the men who were in the bathroom who aren't gay are accountants.
Yeah. Okay. And while they were just shooting the breeze casually in the bathroom, he was like, you need a job?
A hand job.
So then,
they want a job.
He wants a job.
So then, and then the one handsome white man who got the whose baby didn't die goes and sees the man whose baby did die, who is clearly very distraught, and goes and offers him a job. Like, sorry, your baby died. Do you want to work at my firm?
Totally.
Like, we don't see that conversation happen. You just see them. Like, he's like distraught sitting in the hallway of the hospital, and then it cut to the guy like about to go talk to him, and then we find out he's been hired.
Great.
Yep. So then Olivia and Harry, they're trying to move on, but they're having trouble like getting over this death of the baby, understandably. But Harry does hire, or Glenn, I don't know what the fuck their names are. Glenn hires Harry. And they go to a party, like a house party. And it's very fancy.
Not just a housewarming party. Basically, a baby shower for
the baby they just had.
Yeah, she's like, listen, wife, I know that you literally just lost the baby that you gave birth to, but want to go to this baby shower of my new boss who had a baby the same day that ours died.
You want to be reminded?
Yeah.
Right.
Do you want to be reminded of our dead baby?
The thing to know about this party is that the nurse Nancy is there talking to Glenn, like, secretively. And then she runs into Olivia and is like, oh, hi. So weird you're here. So sorry your baby died. I gotta go. But if you need anything, here's like a list of therapists.
But no, it also just had like it was like her card. She was like, I know it's hard to like talk to people. If you need an ear that's not just a friend, you can talk to me. Right.
Nurse Nancy is getting like
she's Nance. Nice. She's Nance Nursey now.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. But then Olivia talks to Brooke because she's like, oh, congratulations on your baby, and then she just stares at the baby like maniacally smiling.
Yeah, and then the the nefarious lifetime underscoring comes under.
Yeah.
So you feel like they're trying to get you to think that she's about to like steal the baby. You know?
It's not good, but she leaves because she's triggered. She's like, I gotta go. And then we move on.
Yeah.
So we have Brooke now, the woman with the baby. She goes to like a boutique to like try on clothes with her baby. And the baby just like disappears. Like, he's in the stroller, and then the stroller's not where she left. And she's like, where's my baby? Where's my baby? Like running around. And
then my favorite Lifetime side character of all time.
Yeah.
This she's like a little cunt. She goes, maybe you should have been watching your baby. Like she's like,
she was so rude.
Clearly about to have a panic attack that she almost lost track of her child. And this other woman in the store is like, you bitch.
You fucking asshole.
Like, if you spent more time on your baby than you do on buying clothes for yourself, you dumb bad mother.
Yeah. I was like, wow.
So Brooke's like, get me out of this boutique. This woman, I can't handle her. And she runs directly into Olivia, who's at a cafe, like happened to be on the same block or whatever.
Yeah.
And her friend's like, oh, you're like a stalker, basically.
Yeah, Olivia has one other friend that she talks to in the whole movie. Just because actors are expensive. So.
Yes. And the friend is like a nagging friend where she's just like, you're a stalker, you're a psycho.
Yeah.
Your baby died, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
You know?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. So let's see what happened.
Then they're going to have him over for dinner, right? So then Olivia, redhead, whose baby died, is like, changed after seeing Brooke's baby. And she's like, you know what? Why don't we have Brooke and White Man over for dinner? So like, you know, I feel bad that I just kind of ran out of that party. So like, let's make it up to them. And since we have this nursery that no one's using, you know, they could tell him to bring the baby. It could sleep, you know. And the husband's like, that feels weird. Are you sure? She's like, yeah. I mean, people have their bosses over for dinner, don't they? And then they come over, and this is one of my favorite parts of the movie. They come over with the baby, and she's like, yeah, and so we have the nursery if she needs to nap or, you know, clean sheet. And she goes, oh, and then checks her watch, like with that old signal that no one uses anymore. It is time for her nap and feeding. It's like, so you mentioned it. It's time for her feeding. It's like,
you don't have a watch on. You don't have a watch on.
There's no watch.
You don't have a watch on. No mom, like, plans on arriving somewhere right when the baby's about to have to nap or sleep, you know, like, or eat.
Yep.
Right.
So they go up to the nursery. They put the baby down. They're having dinner, and Olivia like makes an excuse to like go check on like the chicken or something. And she goes up to the nursery and is like holding the baby in a rocking chair. And Glenn, the husband, the dad of the baby, he walks in and finds her breastfeeding her. We assume.
Yeah.
We don't see
which earlier on, either earlier on or after this, Brooke says like, I know it's so weird. The baby like won't latch. I can't get her to breastfeed. I didn't want to use formula, but here we are. And then you cut to Olivia, not the mom, breastfeeding a strange baby.
A stranger's baby. That's like that's the scariest
it's also
thing.
Like,
if you
these
excuse
two
me,
just met like a month ago. You know what I mean? Like these couples,
right?
They've only known each other, I don't know, 2-3 months. I mean, the baby is like 10 months the whole time, so you don't know,
right?
Like,
the baby doesn't.
When they cut to the baby in the hospital, it was like walking. So
yeah,
sure, yeah, they never use actual like.
Of course,
newborns.
Glenn, the husband and the boss, he is very creeped out by this, and he's like,
so
it's
what she did. So it's what she did instead of check the she's like, I need to go breastfeed your baby. I mean, check the chicken. Oops.
Yeah,
totally.
Why did I say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's like, let's get out of here, wife. But he doesn't tell his wife what he saw. And then he gets like a text that's like, get me what I want.
But so he gets it after he goes to like put something in his car, and he's like, why isn't the car seat in the car? And Brooke's like, I don't know, maybe you just like took it out to put your golf clubs in there, because that's what interchangeable white men do for a hobby. Yep. And then she's like, and then he's like, no, I wouldn't do that. And then goes to put something in the trash, and the car seat is like ripped to shreds in the trash. Mm-hmm. And then he gets a text that says, give me what I want. And I tell you what, I gasped. It
was shocking. But I feel like it was like, give me what I want. Very vague.
And call the cops. Just call the cops. Like that's it. That's where you do that. But that's exactly where you do that, though.
And I know what you did last summer. It's like, I know what you did last summer. That's like a more ominous note than give me what I want. Yeah. Give me what I want sounds like a song title to me.
Yeah. Sounds like a Spice Girls remix.
Give me what I want. Give me what I want. Give me what I want.
Yeah. Girl, give me what I want.
Exactly.
It's the song sequel to I Tell You What I Want, What I Really, Really Want. Mm-hmm. Give me what I want.
Now give me what I want.
We should probably write that for Scary Spice.
Well, I'm mostly out of a job, so I could do it.
Yeah, you could.
Perfect. We'll pitch it. All right. So the Glenn, the boss, and his wife, Brooke, they hire a full-time nanny because why not? On brand for them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Her name's Janice. Mm-hmm. She's blonde and, maybe like 40.
And she's wearing a cardigan and a khaki that suggests I've been cast to play the nice older nanny.
Right. Yeah. But she's not even that old, is my point.
No. But she's like lifetime old.
Right. She's like past her prime in lifetime years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they go out on a date and they leave the nanny home alone with the baby because they need time for themselves. And this nanny, I will tell you, she is me, the nanny. She puts the baby down and gets some wine.
She pours herself a glass of wine on the job.
Of course.
Which I used to babysit for this one family. And the mom was like, if you want, when she goes down, you can have some wine. And I'm like, I was like 24. I was like, fucking jackpot. And because their house wine that they just always had in their fridge was La Crema Chardonnay. Ooh. And it's like a $18 bottle, which to me still is like, ooh, it's like special treat wine. Mm-hmm. Oh, I love a buttery chard. Call me 57 years old, but
there you go. But Jan, what did I say?
Janice.
She drinks too much, or she's roofied. We don't really know. She passes the fuck out.
Yeah.
From one glass?
Like half a glass.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes me think something's going on here.
Yeah, something's fucky.
And then a hooded figure, of course, comes in and sneaks into the house and goes upstairs, and the baby cries and wakes Janice up. She does her, because she has the monitor right next to her. She's not negligent. She runs up, is like, baby, are you okay? And then gets whacked by the hooded figure. And then dragged all the way downstairs, dragged through the living room to the pool, and then dunked by her ankles head first into the pool.
Uh-huh. We know if we see a pool in a Lifetime movie, someone's getting drowned in it.
Someone gonna get drowned. Yeah.
But this drowning was so... You have to be really strong to pick up a full-grown human by their ankles and dunk their head into a pool. You know what I mean?
But also, I was a little disappointed in the nanny for not being able to get out of that one. It didn't seem like... I feel like if someone was holding me by my ankles, I could still kind of make my way out, Yes. I could probably kick out of that.
And your body's weightless in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're going to drown someone, that's the way to do it. It's hard. It would be hard to get out of that situation.
But the movie wants me to think that Olivia is the one doing this. And she's like a child. She looked like a little thing that could not lift a human being by their ankles.
She's got that mother crazy mother strength.
Mama bear
she's
strength.
Only done Pure Bar 5-pound weights. She can't lift a nanny.
Yeah.
This is where I started having my doubts. I'm like, maybe Katie Leclerc.
I had my doubts from the fucking beginning.
Really? See, I just came into this with too much wine, I think. And I was like,
I had from the beginning.
You're better than me. So
I'll tell you when we get to it. I'll tell you what I wrote down first in my notes, but I don't want to spoil it yet.
Okay, yeah, we can't spoil it for Drew.
Yeah.
So of course the nanny's dead, and the boss is like freaked out. Brooke's freaked out, and speaking of the boss, Glenn, he learns from Harry that there's somebody embezzling money. Bless you, you little silent sneezer. You're so good.
Oh, sneezy little mouse, huh?
Yes. Harry finds some like money missing, like $50,000 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It will come back.
Yeah.
And then he tells Olivia that the family's relocating to London. And
but first, so their nanny was murdered.
Yeah.
And then Olivia goes over to their house the next day and is like, hey, I heard your nanny was murdered. Do you guys need a babysitter? You know, my baby died, so I like spending time with yours. Like it's a completely normal thing to do. And then Brooke's like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, actually, thank you. Yeah.
I could use some help.
I mean, I'm still kind of freaked out.
Or Glenn, are there no grandparents alive?
Right.
Do they have no other friends? Like, I feel like if my nanny was murdered, I would have a lot of people who would want to babysit that I've known for longer than 1 month.
Right.
And or 4 months. Or however long.
You know what? I'm going to put a pin in this one.
Yeah.
We're trying to deal with how our nanny was straight up murdered.
Yeah.
Drowned in our pool. So naturally,
there you go.
We'll take a sec.
Yeah.
We'll take 1 second and just.
So then we find out. Yeah. Then we find out that Glenn is going to London.
Yeah, he's going to London. So then Harry is going to get promoted and get like the corner office or whatever.
Yeah.
But Olivia.
So Glenn is
Glenn's the boss.
Glenn's the boss and
Harry
he's the dad.
The husband.
And it's his nanny that got murdered. And he's going and he's skipping town. Oh, no.
Yep. No. So Olivia is very mad that they're leaving. She begins to spiral. Her spiraling is cutting carrots angrily and breaking chopsticks in half.
With ominous lifetime underscoring.
Yeah. Yep. But she is relieved when she learns that Glenn has some like Me Too things going on at work and he doesn't get to go to London because now he has an investigation.
Because someone filed a claim.
Also, he's probably a head suspect of the murder of a...
No, he's not. Olivia's the head suspect.
He should be.
That's what's wild.
He should be the head suspect.
He should be, but...
And it just cracked me up, too, that, like, on, like, a network for women by, like, that kind of stuff, that they're like, okay, what can we use to get the plot point? The whole Me Too movement.
Right. Yeah, Me Too's trending, right?
Yeah, we'll just have someone make a false claim because we want to say that that's what happens all the time. So we'll just...
Not a good look.
Believe women or not, use it as a plot point.
Well, and Harry is also, like... not the best because he blames his wife. He's like, you put the claim in because you didn't want them to leave because you want to have that baby to yourself.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, like, that's your wife you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know? But she's like, no, you're crazy. Like, I would never do that. I'm Katie Leclerc.
I'm Katie Leclerc.
Yeah.
But Brooke is still getting harassed by Olivia, right?
Yeah. And this is when we get to meet the black detective.
Yes.
Because Lifetime finally found a spot to put a black person.
Wait, is this the detective or the security guard? Because there's also
the security guard is Asian too. They were like, let's really amp this
Brooke
up.
hires like a security guard to like follow her around and like basically tell Olivia to like not like give her a restraining order and not be around anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And the security guard was just like not a cop, not anything, just like it'd be like if someone hired me to just come and like give a notice or something. Which you wouldn't, because I'm too friendly and nice. I would never be mean to somebody.
Oh my God, I cannot imagine you watching anyone.
Yeah. But he's basically surveilling Olivia to make sure that she doesn't like come near Brooke.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we have the detective come, and the detective is basically like questioning Olivia for Nancy's, wait, why did he question her?
Huh?
Why is he questioning her? I don't even know.
Because basically Glenn is like, hey, this Olivia woman is crazy. I did watch her breastfeed my child. And then the next day after my nanny was killed, she came over and wanted to babysit. So it's probably her. So then the cops are like, hey, did you murder this nanny? And she's like, no, I went to the movies. Here's my movie ticket.
Oh, got an alibi.
Yeah. But they were like, that's not a good alibi because you don't even know how to pronounce the film because she went to go see a French film.
Oh.
Or a foreign film. Probably French because her last name's Leclerc.
Yeah. Duh.
So Olivia goes to talk to Nurse Nancy, from the delivery room. And she's like, we see her mother, Nurse Nancy's mother, has cancer. And Nurse Nancy's taking care of her because she's a nurse. And
also, Nurse Nancy's mother is clearly just like a 50-year-old woman in Ben Nye stage makeup, old makeup.
Oh, yeah, totally.
It looks like everyone's like first production of Pirates of Penzance, and she's just trying to like draw on the lines.
She like colors in the wrinkles on her forehead with a eyebrow pencil.
Yeah,
We've all been there. We've all been there.
It brought back very like Ben Nye first stage makeup kit.
Love it. It's no Mandy Moore, and This Is That.
No, that's not sad. They're like, just put a scarf on her and some brown eyeshadow. That'll show that she has cancer.
But Nancy is basically just like being supportive still of Olivia. And she continues to be like, you need to talk to me about your problems, not anyone else.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
A nurse. Okay.
Yeah. So then later, it's like nighttime, and Brooke is putting the baby to sleep, and she's being watched by somebody like in the bushes, like in the hooded figure. Again.
Yeah, hooded figure.
And the security guard is like checking the perimeter, like, doing security stuff, got like his little flashlight on. He thinks he sees something, so he like points a flashlight at the bush, like, hello? Is anyone in there? And then he gets hit in the head with a rock, as he.
Yep, as you do.
And Glenn goes outside to investigate, of course, but he trips over the body of the security guard, and then he hears rustling in the bushes, and he just starts like firing at the bush.
Yeah.
Yep. Just shoot, man.
Just
start shooting.
That bush.
That's what I always say. Just start shooting. Who cares?
And of course, the police are called after the gunshots are heard throughout the suburban town, and they're like, why were you shooting at a bush?
Yeah. Yep.
But he like blames Olivia again. He's like, it was Olivia. She was here again.
Yeah.
So they're like, we'll put an armored car outside. Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But what Glenn doesn't know is that Harry, the husband, was tracking Olivia's phone like all the time. She was like out for a run. She wasn't even near the house.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So then Harry knows, oh, okay, great. My wife isn't crazy and she didn't do this. And this was my first, because I figured the movie out from the beginning. This was about to be my first, what do you say? Put a cork in it? Yeah. This is about to be my first put a cork in it. Because I was like, okay, I know what's going to happen. I'm just waiting for it to happen. But here, when the husband found out, oh no, I've been tracking my wife. It wasn't her. Then the two of them like team up to solve the crime, and it's really exciting.
Oh, okay. Well, that's just fun.
Like he literally picks up his wife from her jog because he knows where she is because he's tracking her phone, and he's like, "Get in the car, listen to all the shit that just happened, and I know it's not you because I've been tracking your phone." She's like, "What? Okay, I get it. You make a valid point. I am crazy." And then they're like, "We got to figure this. We have to freaking solve this mystery."
Yeah, and then go to the Nurse Nancy's house.
Nurse Nancy.
And of course she's not there. Her mom's there, and she is spilling the tea on everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I love this part because I'm like, of course the mom is just like, oh, you mean my nurse daughter who like takes care of me? Oh, she doesn't do anything weird, but then she like says like everything that has happened.
She's like, we fell on some hard times, but then she came back from this remote island, and then the husband's like, the other white husband's like, what, that remote island? That's the one that Glenn went to. What? And then he's like, yeah. And then the wife is like, this furniture, it's really expensive. And then they like look in a drawer and find a receipt. It's like, $50,000.
Like transferred
And then the husband's like,
from Santa Enrique.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the husband's like, that $50,000 is the exact amount from the remote island that I found this money that was embezzled in our company. Yeah.
Oh.
They're like, oh.
Well, there you go.
But then they still haven't put together, like, why did Glenn pay Nancy $50,000?
Right. They're like, we got to go tell Glenn that Nancy's a bad nurse.
Yeah.
So they drive over to Glenn's house. And of course, Glenn's like, hi, guys. Come in. He like goes to his briefcase, like unlocks the briefcase, pulls out a gun. He's like, you fucking idiot. I paid her. Of course. Yeah. Get in the basement. He like puts them in the basement. They're like, what's going on? We're so confused. Why would this happen? And
so I called it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they're in the basement. Nurse Nancy's down there. She's dead. We don't actually see her body.
They see a pool of blood behind a wall. And Olivia's like, that's got to be Nurse Nancy.
I could tell from the blood.
Which, literally the first thing I wrote in my notes, now that we're here, is I wrote in all caps, he bought that baby from the nurse.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that baby's actually her baby.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's it. So they get out of the basement through like a little window and they go up.
Teaming up like a fun duo.
Yep. Little husband and wife solving crimes. And I guess Glenn like has a gun or something and like he's like gonna they're like snooping around the house like trying to I don't know what.
Yeah, because
why did they go back in the house?
Well, because Olivia's like, well, Glenn's or the other one that's not Glenn, the other white man's like, hey, let's just get out alive and just go home. And Olivia's like, no, I have to get my baby.
Oh, right.
And she does that like, strength of a mother fighting for her child thing. You know what I mean?
She has like the knife. She's like fighting with him. And then Brooke comes down the stairs and she's like, what is going on? You guys are going to wake the baby. Relax. And then the gun gets kicked over to Brooke and she like picks up the gun. She's like, why is there a gun in my house? And they're like, okay, here's why. They break it down for her. They're like, your husband was working with Nancy and all the stuff. And
sorry, I was just waving at my neighbor.
It's like really funny. And I love video conferencing.
Yeah.
Like,
sorry. I was like, I got really excited because my neighbor I have the window open to give you this fierce light.
Yeah.
And my neighbor just walked by and he had a dog and I didn't know he had a dog. So you must imagine how thrilled I was.
I see. I saw that.
Sorry.
But basically, Brooke has to decide, is she going to shoot Olivia or is she going to shoot her husband?
Yeah.
Which, Sophie's Choice. Is that what Sophie's Choice is about? Probably.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Who knows?
Meryl Streep.
Who knows? No one's seen it. No one knows.
No one's seen it.
I don't know.
But Olivia tells Brooke, she's like, it's my baby. And like, I'm sorry. That sucks for you.
But Brooke is like, I freaking knew all along. That baby did not like my titties. That baby, like, something felt off this whole time. So she just instantly knew because it's a mother's freaking intuition.
So before
because a mother knows best, not worse.
A mother knows best. Yes, but I guess this mother knew worse.
Real mother.
So as she's like deciding what to do, Glenn, of course, like runs at his wife. They're like struggling over the gun, and he gets shot and dies in her arms. And she's like, "Oh no,
yeah,
oh no, this sucks. This sucks a lot."
But he's like apologizing. He's like, "I'm sorry. I don't know why I did all this. I didn't mean to." Like he's a redeemable character in any way.
Yeah.
So we flash to 2 years later. We have Olivia and Harry. They're reunited with their daughter, who's like a 2-year-old now, or
she's like
5-year-old.
Yeah.
And Brooke has a new fiance.
Who is a hot, older zaddy. Salt and pepper, baby.
He was a zaddy, and that was in my notes. And that's the end.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Oh, and aren't they like, and we're pregnant.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So Brooke gets her baby after all with
Brooke
this like
gets her
hot
baby.
older man.
Okay.
That's the movie. So
it was actually Brooke's baby that died? Not.
Yeah, Brooke's baby died. And because they also alluded to that pretty early on, which is how you know, is because Brooke's like, I know we've had like 20 miscarriages, but this time is different.
Oh.
I know. She really gets the shit
That's how
out
I
of
was
the
like,
stick.
oh, okay. She had her 21st one, and then they just bought the baby from the nurse.
That's a lot. It's a lot of them.
All right. So, Kathleen, on the podcast, we either put a cork in it or pour it up or put a cork in it. What are you going to do to this movie?
Listen, I told you I was going to put a cork in it until that husband and wife team really just revived me. So I'm gonna pour it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Drew, how about you?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pour it up. I like that little twist where it even though it would be like you're going, oh yeah, she's this crazy lady that does that, but then they're it's a twisted boom, boom. I mean, you can still predict it,
Right.
Yeah.
You know, but like whatever, it's fine. I'll pour it up.
Okay, great. I think I'm gonna pour it up also because I like the lead girl. She's good.
Yeah.
And then, nothing was like unmotivated or like such a crazy motivation. Like, yeah, the guy's baby died and maybe he was like acting out of like a split decision or something. It wasn't like, you were my adopted sister and I was like getting revenge on you for like having a good life. You know what I mean? Like sometimes they get really convoluted. So it's like pretty understandable from both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
So this is normally where we would do a Candace, but we're not doing a Candace.
We'll not do a Candace right now.
All you need
we'll
to
figure
know,
out how to do that
We will figure out how to do it because we're going to be at our homes for quite a while.
Yeah.
The thing you need to know, Kathleen, about Candace is that she's changed her car chronicles to COVID chronicles. So that's what we're working with. So if you're curious or you want to donate to the Salvation Army,
no one cares about celebrities in these times.
No.
It's like, oh, we're stuck in our fucking homes that have a tennis court and basketball court and a pool and a movie theater and you're fine.
That'd be great.
You're fine.
Yeah, I've totally stopped looking at all celebrity gossip things. Like
it's also just like, and I love trash television so much, and I watch all of the Housewives. I watch all the trash, except I don't watch Bachelor, and I don't watch. I don't actively watch Kardashians. It's one of those where if it finds me, I find it. You know,
you can't stop it.
Yeah, like if it's on a Saturday, I'll have it on. But I'm like, I don't think I could do this right now. I can't watch those women argue over salads. You know.
Nope. Yeah,
they seem to always like I don't watch it, but my wife has it on. She'll just have it on.
Yeah,
and all I get from it is there's like there'll be like 4 episodes of them talking about like what room they want to stay in.
Yeah,
like at someone's house. I just like
the Housewives. Yeah. Oh, picking the room at a vacation is premium content.
It's like, that's it.
I can watch it, and the thing is like that I can watch. I can't watch the Kardashians in these times.
I can't. I can't watch.
Especially because the difference is Housewives. They anything that's airing now filmed before.
Yeah.
So like oh my God, I love what they did a contest to see who got what room in Greece in Atlanta, and it was thrilling.
I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Yeah. Well, we have plenty of time to watch TV and plenty of time to listen to podcasts, so we are recording episodes for our people and watch Lifetime. Yeah. So I guess that's it for now. Maybe this will be like a little news segment where we just like talk about news.
Sure.
I don't know. I'll have to think of a new theme song that is new.
Tiger King. Tiger King.
But we pre-record these, so who knows how topical this will be. Maybe COVID's over.
Oh God, I hope
Just kidding. This is coming out this week, so we're on topic.
God, no.
By Thursday. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's a fast developing story.
We're recording Monday, and COVID will be done by Thursday.
Hooray!
I wish.
So, Kathleen, do you have anything you'd like to plug in the pluggy time of the podcast?
Well, I changed my Instagram to Kathleen Sing Stuff. Although lately I haven't been singing that much stuff, but I did make a web series called Dystopian Tips with Kathleen.
Yeah.
And it's it's all on Instagram. Kathleen Sings stuff on Instagram and YouTube.
And you teach,
I don't know.
And you now teach piano over the
I do
computer.
teach piano over the internet. So
anyone,
anywhere. Learn piano
across
from
the
Kathleen.
world.
Anywhere in the world,
cool.
Especially you Australians that listen to this.
We'll have to figure out the times change.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
But who knows?
Hey, if Olivia Newton-John can do it, we can do it.
Oh my God. Can you imagine if Olivia Newton-John was my piano student?
Right.
Is she alive? Why do I feel like she died?
She's alive.
She did have cancer, didn't she?
She did.
Okay, but she beat it? Good for her.
Yeah, you should really watch a Lifetime movie on her. It covers none of that.
Okay.
It covers none of that. It covers the physical video. That's it.
Oh, sure.
Maybe a couple grease clips.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Drew, how about you?
Yeah, you can in these dark times get on Spotify and listen to my band called The Limbos. We're fucking rocking out. We rock out real hard and we have fun doing it. Not right now, but like we did.
Right.
You know, we did, and now everything doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
No, nothing matters anymore.
And everything is garbage. Okay.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. Well, thank you, listeners, for checking back in with Lifetime Accord. We watch these movies. You don't have to, but if you do, we'd love to hear from you. You can follow me at Patrick Miguel or the podcast at Lifetime Accord. Don't forget to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. Okay, goodbye.
Okay, bye now.
Bye.